Hello, everyone. My name is Chase Christensen, and I am from Spanish Fork, Utah. And my major is family studies. I like to be a marriage and family therapist. I just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of an introduction to me and to what I like to do with my life. Um, growing up in Spanish Fork was awesome. It was wonderful to grow up with a family that loved me and friends that loved me. And one of the advantages of growing up in a small town in Utah is that I was raised as a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and that is a huge part of my life. It has brought me much joy and a lot of direction in this world today, especially when we need it. I also grew up playing hockey. I started playing hockey when I was 8 years old. I promise this is going to tie in. I just loved hockey. It brought me a lot of joy as I grew up. I had a lot of stress. You know, you kind of have to worry about a lot more things as you grow up. School. You have to pay for your own food when you move out. All these different things kind of come at you. But I practiced a lot and got pretty good. I was fortunate enough to be chosen for Team Northwest. It was a team that was based in Minnesota, and during the summer there was a tournament with teams from all over the place, from mostly the Midwest and Canada. They were all all-star teams with really good players on them. There was another kid on my team, Philip Curtis, who was chosen for this team as well, and he and his mom were able to take me on that trip. When we started out on that trip, it was the first time I was going to be away from home. I had always been at home. I've never taken a vacation without my family. Even when I think the longest I was away from home was a matter of days. This was going to be a couple of weeks. So I was a little nervous to start out, but we started out on the trip. Our first stop was Colorado. There was a goalie camp there that I was going to help out with. And then the following week, we were going to go to Minnesota and play our games with Team Northwest. As I started out with the trip, I had a lot of homesickness. I missed my family a lot, and I kind of felt alone. I wasn't super close with my friend, and it was just kind of difficult at first. But this required me to think of ways that I could receive comfort and peace. And this led me to think of hymns. Throughout the whole week, I was alone for most of the time because I wasn't completely a part of the goalie camp. So as I was alone, I spent a lot of time listening to hymns. And this became a great deal of comfort for me, and it strengthened my testimony of the power of music and how it can help us. It also led me to ponder about the importance of my family for me. I had always taken them for granted, but on this trip, as I pondered more about family and eternal families, it led me to a greater testimony of eternal families. It also, once again, required me to rely on Heavenly Father because I didn't really have anybody to lean on at that time. He was there for me and helped me to really strengthen my testimony. And when I finally got to the tournament, I was with people more often, so I wasn't alone, but I was the only member of the Church of Jesus Christ. And when people asked where I was from and I said Utah, it was always, "Oh, are you Mormon?" To which I replied, "Yes, I am." So I always felt alone, but I had to stand up for my beliefs. And I remember one evening I was on the phone with my mom, and she asked me just how the trip was going and everything. And I told her that my testimony had really strengthened of the truthfulness of the gospel and eternal families, and it really helped me up until the point of my mission to rely on my own testimony and to be able to draw joy from that and courage from that. And those experiences that I had on that trip have helped me to always remember that Heavenly Father is there for us and that families can be together forever. And I have been able to draw on those throughout my life, and it's such a big part of me, and I'm very grateful for that, so thank you.